Welcome, welcome, everybody. How we doing today? I'm still a little ill, bro. I'm so sorry to everyone. I haven't been active for the past, the confession live. I haven't been active for the past week or so because, I was pretty sick. I think I had a flu, to be honest. But I still did Hidden Power even without it. I mean, with it. My brain's a little foggy. The reason I added controversies into the thumbnail title is because of this. I started my journey into the trial version of Monster Hunter Stories 3 because I wanted to see how different it was. What is everyone talking about? So I'm just gonna throw this on while we're chatting, but also go through it a little bit. So last night I spent 2 hours making my character in this game. And now we're just in the beginning here. Let me just do this as well. How's everything sound? Gotta have chat somewhere. Let's start off with the controversies. People were saying that this game looks crazy good compared to Pokemon. And I gotta be honest, I watched this and I was like, this isn't that much better. I mean, the background over here is nice, right? But this was the same as Legend Z8 quality stuff here in a lot of this. Now let's be real, so it won't tell us everything. No, I won't. That's just the title. I'm gonna do what I can, you know? I'm gonna say what I can. And we will get there. We will get there. Another great hardware showcase for Switch 2 in my opinion. Yeah, I'd say so. You know what's dumb though is this microphone is right in front of my screen. I gotta lift my screen or something. Instead I'm looking. Oh, no. What game is this? It looks very good. So this is Monster Hunter Stories 3. If you claim this is ZA quality, some people will get angry. Well, it's not exactly ZA quality. Some of the assets kind of seem that way. But this is a cutscene as well. So when you think of comparing this, you have to compare this to the Zygarde cutscene in ZA. Which, you know, this is still better. This is a pretty long cutscene. Is it really loud? Because I want to just be talking at the same time. The real reason why I'm doing this first is because you can't save. And I need to save this game. Oh, voice acting though. There's actually voice acting.
Queen Amara.
I gotta say, this game is so Capcom. It gives the Capcom vibes, the feel. Yo, so I just started Trial 2. I love the art style. The art style's cool. That's the thing is is this good for a Pokemon game? I love the cell shaded, the characters though, they do look a little. Watch when we get into it a little bit. You'll see. You'll be like, oh, Yeah, Sora, I'm doing a little bit of the demo. And then I'm going to chat some leaks. This is going to be a leaks stream, people. So lots of leaks here and there. Actually, this isn't going to be that long, this whole thing that I'm doing right now. This is just an intro. I didn't think everyone would be in here so quick. What's up, C-Fent? I guess I read your message, but then, the textures on this here is so nice. So what I see about this game a lot is the background and the world look really good, but the characters themselves are a little hey, that's me. Dang it, man. I still couldn't get his skin tone right. He looks red. Like really, like totally red. I'm like, is he angry? That girl's bae, by the way. Just gonna say, like, it's not Soul Silver art without Soul Silver simp over here. I am playing on the Switch too.
Twin monsters are a portent of disaster. Should you wish to oppose this omen, ancient custom dictates that only one may live.
They're like, kill one. They literally are gonna kill one. Like, this ain't cool. There are no starters. That's what you say. Oh, you mean about Gen 10? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the seed Pokemon. Alright, let's see my character in all of his glory. Guys, so last night I made a character on this, and it took me like an hour, and I didn't like it. I got all the way here, and I was like, I don't like it. So I restarted everything. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have had an issue today with this. There are no starters, there's no Gaia, there's no Pokemon. Oh. Is this what I want to be? Like this character, like just totally glowing hair and eyes? Yes. Some kind of, I gave him some kind of weird facial things to make him feel a little supernatural. Is Bingus in here? What's up, Felix? Is the cutscene unskippable? I think so. I can skip it.
You're fun, but you better get back.
I just assumed that you couldn't skip
Give me
it.
1 second. This monster is a rare specimen. For all we know, it could have been the master of this forest.
Does my character give you like a Soul Silver art vibe? Like, is he Soul Silver to you?
Up, all stuck like that.
Hold on, Mike. It's 2 seconds. I want to show you guys the graphics difference. That's what I'm doing it for. I wish I had known before. I would have skipped the other one.
Their lives may have gone out, but they have much to tell us about the world they lived in.
That's crazy that you can just skip, like, the main part of the story.
Teaches us about monsters that have gone extinct. In my book, we couldn't have asked the past for anything better.
How do we feel about the voice acting?
I suppose you're right.
Because if we get voice acting in Pokemon, it's like probably gonna be worse than this.
How'd they even get stuck in there? What really happened to them?
To them.
Not very nice. Putting us to work solving this big confusing mystery of theirs.
Guys, you know I could be a voice actor, right?
Guess not. But that's what we Rangers are here for.
That's what we Rangers are here for.
Come on, let's head back.
So like I looked at,
today, right?
I got to this part and I saw this guy and I was like, I want to actually just be him.
Oh, this is bad. I have important business to do. Important business? Yeah, the royal kind.
I'm playing the Japanese.
Really
That's how I
We
feel.
need to get back
What's up,
fast.
Bingus?
Come on.
So like here we are in the normal world. It looks... Thanks, Shiny. I definitely could. I can make all kinds of crazy voices. So, like, it looks like... I don't know. Could Pokemon look like this? I feel like the overworld, like, the whole world could. Look at this guy. Interesting. It's a little too realistic for me. Especially the character, the player character. But here we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys. And this is what people have been talking about, right? Well, not here, but I'd mute it and flip the audio to HP Podcast. That's good. Thanks. Thanks, Floyd. Now, this is kind of a cutscene too, but then it transitions into an actual gameplay scene. And so you're like, yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I agree, Bingus. I will say, as like a Pokemon fan, this like introduction was so long. Look at this though. I mean, this flying mechanic is absolutely awful. I'll say that, but like it looks good, right? I have to focus here. It's so dumb. It's really because my mic is like blocking my screen. Things about voice acting too is like that guy, every time I touch one of these like air wind things, he like makes a sound.
Hey.
See? Look at him go. Look at him go. Hey. Looks worse than SV flying? Really? I don't know. Alright, this is the last cutscene, and then we'll talk about leaks a little bit here. Just take into account the voice acting while we're here, while we're doing this. The only reason I'm letting this cutscene play is because Bay is in it. What was this Gen 10 song? Pretty much.
The air? Can't say I've seen him.
This is literally what I think of voice acting for Pokemon games.
That's Prince to you.
Like, what are they doing with these characters, man? Whew.
Keep it down. I'm trying to sleep here. The ladder's elbow.
It's a pretty good art style. I wonder if it's easier than like, yeah, it must be, than like really making some intense models and graphics.
His tardiness? He should be back soon enough.
Hey, he's like me, kind of. I should have put some black underneath. I bet I can fix the hair later.
That's your prince, you repute rebel of Rubes! Here he comes now. Hey, Captain!
Rudy New Regional Meow. They always have these furry animal merch toys. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
yeah. Alright, we made it. Dang, I got like a giant sword. Oh, this little cat is like my companion, I suppose. Companion, you mean partner Pokemon? Yeah, pretty much. I heard Rico is watching this stream. Oh. What's up, Rico? Hi, Hannah and Rico. But I am just going to be going over each one of these because I'd realized that I hadn't done a like just leak stream or video. And I wanted to do that. I actually was thinking about doing this without you guys, chat, but I was like, whatever, let's just do it. We are all Pokopia fans today, aren't we? Pretty much. That's what I was saying at the beginning. So like Pokopia really messed up my day today. I had a whole plan of things that I wanted to post and all this, but here we are. And this, and the... So there was other news today. Maybe we'll start with that. Maybe we'll start with that. Hold on really quick. Oh, what a beautiful selection we've got here today. Let's start with this. Hey guys, it's me, Nate. Man, I got all the code cracking in here, huh? Feels more like Fire Emblem style of characters or graphic. Yeah, it does. So you can just edit the VOD into a video. Yeah, I probably will. Never been here for one of these. Will you be clarifying some of them or just going over? I will be doing a little bit of both. But I'm looking for you guys in the chat to ask me some questions and remind me of things that I need to talk about as well. See, like Mike just asked about Emerald. I would imagine that this is all we're getting, because why would they only say these? You know, I feel like Ku would be like, yo, these are coming, the next things. Ku would like space it out though, so maybe there could be more. Insider trading, that's what that is. Bro, I didn't even think about that. If I had these games, I could have sold them. It's too bad. No, so I didn't like get the screenshots from what are we gonna call it? We're gonna call him Rico? We're gonna call him Rico? Either Rico or Billy. So I watch Italian YouTubers because I speak Italian, and in the Italian space, Rico, or you know him as the other name, they call him Billy. And I love it. I kind of love it. So he's Billy in Italian, and for all of you in code cracking, you know, we have our name for him, and then the Italians have their name, which is Billy. But anyway, so I might just swap between Billy and Rico or whatever. Sable. Just a dude. I guess I'm kind of doxing him with all those names right now, but just to give people a backstory, there's no reason that it's Billy, by the way, Jan. It's just because they didn't know what else to call him. A little bit of backstory. You guys mostly in the chat know there's a leaker on the scene. We know things about him, and we don't know things about him. What we do know is that he's proven himself very reliable. Ball guy. I learned that from Sidonia's video and found that hilarious. Absolutely. I watch it all the time, Ball guy. She mentions you all the time too. But yeah, so we know things about him, we don't know things about him. Just a little backstory. He's been proven reliable, but he wants to remain anonymous, which is very admirable almost. Because most of the time leakers are out for clout and you know, trying to make a name for themselves. And that's all fair as well, but it's also really admirable because you know, leakers put themselves in a very risky position when they do things like this. So just from my side of things, I'm like, I don't want this man to get in trouble that much, you know. I don't think you guys want him to get in trouble. So like once he starts getting popularity or gaining any kind of notoriety, I don't know what to call it, it just gets even more risky. So I have removed his name from all these things, not because I don't want to credit him, but because I just want to make sure that he is protected. So yeah, where was I going with that? Anyway, totally credible. Anyway, today Ku makes some crazy comeback out of nowhere and just posts this. And so I was kind of sad that he did this because I was planning on doing this stream and like going over all of Billy's like color riddles. And I've loved that he's been doing riddles for sure. I love that. And it turns out that he had a color riddle that was red and green and then black. And it turns out Ku just drops this today and says, look, it's fire red and leaf green version. They will return soon. The funny thing is what everyone else has been saying, like, oh, it's coming to NSO, fire red and leaf green. Ku said it, but all Ku said was this. At least that's as much as I saw. I'll check it later, but this is all I saw from Ku. It's odd though because he was demanding credit from Central. I think he's just joking around, bro. He's just joking. Bro, waking up to seeing people talk about Ku was crazy jump scare. I love it personally. I'm like, let's go. Had no clue you spoke Italian. I do. No one was active at 8 a.m. when Ku posted this. I wasn't, that's for sure. How much are they going to charge for these games, I wonder? Well, he does mention something about that, so that's on the list here today. Anyway, there's no speculation. So like this whole stream is kind of me trying to speculate on each one of these riddles. I was going to speculate on this, but instead it seems that we're getting fire red and leaf green. And to many of the people who are reporting on this, it is not on NSO. Paid, not NSO. That's what it says right up here. You know what that means? That means that this is going to be its own game somehow. We don't know if it's going to be an actual hard copy, obviously. But you will have to pay for whatever this is, like individually or together, separately from NSO. To me, that sucks. It's good and it's bad. It's good if it was different games or if it was more games. Like if it was a whole collection of games, I'm all in. It's good because you get to keep them afterwards. It's not part of the like subscription. Those are really good things. I'm trying to think of what's bad about it. There's nothing bad about it. The only thing that's bad about it is that you have to pay extra. Like, I have to pay extra for these games. I would rather these games be on NSO personally, because I don't care to own them or to spend money on playing them other than what I'm already spending personally. But I know a lot of people do, so that's fine. Speculate. Real question is, which starter are you picking when you play them? I will get to that, Dami. I will definitely say that. Oh gosh, I still have like some stuff going on in my nose. I'm so sorry. Are you gonna watch PlayStation State of Play tomorrow? Nope. We're gonna be streaming on Hidden Power tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. Most likely 2 digital games in 1 buy, maybe. It's good for Pokemon Home for sure. So yeah, then at the end here it says also home compatible. These are really big points. Wow, that's a really big squirrel. Just saw it jumping from my window. These are also home compatible, which is a big deal for a lot of people. For me personally, not. I do hope that these have like the events like Mew and Deoxys, and like, I guess those were Emerald events, but I hope that they're in here. So you need to play a home game. I did start, and I actually really want to keep playing it. They wouldn't be home transfer. I would rather buy them and have home than free and no competition. Yeah, what's up, Kyle? I don't know where you're going with that, Mike, but probably because I missed half the conversation. We got a lot of people in here today, so definitely Jan, that's hilarious. I wish I was that clever. Soul casually hinted the squirrel. Hey, you never know. You never know. Maybe there's a squirrel somewhere happening. Oh man, maybe it's an AI squirrel and he's got an AI chef's hat. Man, if I was that clever, I should have just played it off, Jan. Wasn't even clever enough to play it off like that. Deoxys Lugia. Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing if they were in this. But so that's the general gist of this. Billy had posted this. I'm dumb for not getting the screenshot, but he had posted this before, like explaining exactly what it was too. Like, these are not for NSO, you get them on your own. And then he also had posted a black square, which I think is this one, yes. And shout out to Palkia. You guys know who Palkia is, not the Pokemon, but the user. I call him Palkia because he's my pal. But he nailed this. He nailed this theory. I don't know if anyone had come up with it before him, but to me, he had nailed it. This black square that Corey had paired with the red and green square. Oops, I said his real name. I actually don't even know if that's his real name. Anyway, million names here. It's fine. Where was I? This was what it was. Gale of Darkness. Which is so weird. So weird. Because why would they do this without Coliseum? They specifically in that Nintendo Direct were like, oh yeah, XD, Gale of Darkness, and Coliseum are coming to NSO. Which never happened last year. And now it's here. I guess. On Pokemon Day. Which I'm excited for. I'm going to play these. Because I don't have to pay extra money for them. I do, but I don't. This doesn't make sense to me because GameCube games can only be switched to exclusive. I think he specifically mentioned that, Mike. This is NS2 only. NS2 only. So it is not for Switch. It's just Switch 2. And day 1, so that means it's going to drop on Pokemon Day, I would imagine. Which is weird about the other games. I wonder if the other games won't drop on day 1. Is it really only Gale of Darkness? Isn't Coliseum the first version of it? I don't know. I never even played them. So I don't know. But you could be right. Maybe they are both of them. That would make a lot more sense. I don't really know. So that probably means blue and green that ball guy mentioned initially was Gen 10 colors, maybe. Yummy, we're going to get to that at some point. I love Gale of Darkness. I love Shadow Lugia, and it bothers me that I can't use it or bring it. It's a good theory, Mike. Very good theory. So that's pretty much that. Those are the, like, concrete things that we got today. Yeah, I think people are excited about it. I'm not, like, over the moon or anything. Anything you guys think about these specific revelations today? It's a bit weird to bring up since it's implied, but he may just not know that GC stuff is NS2 exclusive. Could be. I didn't know. If I'm being honest, I didn't know until this very moment. I thought they just decided that. Actually, now that you mention that, I do remember them saying that a while back. What's up, a Fisher? Gale of Darkness is fire. I just need to play at Coliseum as I never had it. I thought that Coliseum was after Gale of Darkness, but I guess I'm wrong. I don't really care because it has no home compatibility. See, I don't really care about home compatibility, if I'm being honest. I just started playing the drums on this with this song. Yeah, I don't really care about home compatibility, even for Fire Red and Leaf Green. Like, they're Kanto Pokemon. I don't. So that they have a little thing on their name that says it came from Fire Red and Leaf Green, it's a really big deal. I don't know. To me, it's not a thing. If it was some rare Pokemon or a new Pokemon, like Pocopia's forms, that would be something special. Let me know when it's 5 o'clock, by the way. I gotta post something. Cool. So let's move on. Not here. What do we want to talk about next? Maybe I should save the starters for last. I guess this has to do. Oh yeah, this is still part of it. As far as I can tell, posted the Mewtwo like Pokemon, like the intro to the first anime, and soon with it. So I think that this still is related to Fire Red and Leaf Green. And then underneath, it says Hannah is so happy with the new Cardigan. Wow, so I didn't really look at this closely. I just saw $30 and I thought this has to do with Fire Red and Leaf Green being $30. But I could be wrong. Wait, how long do you plan to stream for? I gotta leave in like 15 minutes. Oh dang, bro. This stream is gonna be up later as well, so don't you worry. I'm planning to stream for a little while here. Hey, Balkia, what's up? I originally went with Gale of Darkness for that riddle, but wasn't expecting Rico to hint something that we already knew about. Yeah. You gotta say that he's riddled tons of things and there's no like rhyme or reason really. Like one thing could be the starters. This is so random. This people think is related to the starters, but is it? We don't know. Why would this be related to the starters? Other than a flame emoji, I guess you could go with. But everything else has been about the like Super Bowl. The Super Bowl thing. You know what I mean? Savvy Islands minigames finally playable. Pretty much. So why hasn't he riddled Pokemon Champions though? I'm sure he will eventually. I think I'd rather see a Kanto remaster, physical, special, split, expanded Pokedex. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna play these games. Anyway, I do think that I thought that this was him talking about it being $30 for the games. What do you guys think? Because I don't know. I just read this and I didn't realize that he did a little something right here with Cardigan. Why is it C and G capitalized? And why is it like that? I thought Shieldbird was a... Yeah. That makes sense. It probably is. It could be. Like, it could definitely be something like that. Anyway, I'm waiting. It's funny I said I'm gonna say all, but I don't know what this means. TCG are capital. The TCG. You're right. So happy with the TCG. Okay, so that's what that is. You guys are right. So I saw a whole bunch of people saying that as well, because apparently Eclipse was like, it's gonna be $30. But then people were like, no, it's about the TCG. Okay, that makes sense. I just read it thoroughly right now, because before I had only read it and seen the $30 and been just like skimmed over it. I fell for it, I guess. This definitely has to do with the TCG then. Whatever TCG set's coming out. See, like, I don't follow this stuff. Like, I have no idea. So this has nothing to do with Fire Red and Leaf Green, in my opinion, then. Thank you for the illumination. I have 2 working GBA SP as well. Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So if they are more than 30, I probably won't buy them. Why would I buy? Why I would buy is to save my hands, because SP is so small. Nostalgia. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I will not get Fire Red and Leaf Green if they're over $20. Even $20 is like pushing it for me. I don't know if I'll get it even for $20. But yeah. Steel House Soul just wants Soul Silver back. Pretty much. I do have it though. I can play it anytime. Crackpot Theory, he's teasing tag team cards returning for TCG 30th anniversary set. Maybe. This one is interesting. I have to move this, but we'll talk about that later. Ooh, dang, I have so much. I was like, I'm not gonna need to like play anything because there's not that much here, but there's actually a lot here. This one is pretty obvious, right? This is another obvious one, and we have seen screenshots of the game as well at this point, but essentially he's been teasing that Gen 10 would look very similar to Gen 9. So brace yourselves for that one. It's pretty simple, that one. Some of these are old. Yeah, like a week old. Like a week old. This one, what do you guys think now? Because we've seen things about the starters, and I don't think that this has anything to do with the starters. I think this has to do more with some kind of sports thing. Maybe it was a tease to the Super Bowl at first, but then again, this is all basketball. To be honest, Unite is kind of like basketball, isn't it? Some had the Sableye profile picture. Did they? I don't know. Because you like throw the little things in like a hoop in Unite. That's what this reminds me of. I said it from the beginning. In that case, too, I think that... I wish I could skim through these quicker. I could have, but I didn't set it up that way, unfortunately. These... What if these are Unite things? I guess they can't be because it's a chef chipmunk. I don't know. A chef chipmunk. And a ghost with a speaker. Yeah, these seem like new forms of something. Pretty self-explanatory if they are new forms. If they're new Pokemon, that's a whole nother thing, but I don't think that we are going to know any new Pokemon other than the starters, possibly the legendaries in the Pokemon Presents. That'd be crazy if we did. Yo, so how do you feel about Horizon? Oh my gosh, that's a question. If you watch my previous stream, you'll hear a lot about Horizons, so just go watch that one. It's like the first video on my page, on my YouTube channel. Pokopia needs a chef. Pokopia needs a chef. I could see that. Who do we think this chipmunk is, though? You know, I guess he has. It is pretty like Squovet coded because of the like food in his hand. I was watching Pokopia stuff today. It looked really good. I'm like totally gonna get it. Unite is getting Kanto Birds next. True. Very true. Also, if these were Unite, I don't know how they could like actually how they could actually be brought into it. I guess if it was like a Greedunt with like a chef costume, you know what I mean? I really don't actually know what this would be. Do we have? Hold on, let me look here. What is Ghost? This could be about like music or something, but then it doesn't really tie to this. I don't know. This is one of the most mysterious ones, I'd say. I mean, the Chef Greedunt thing is pretty clear. I don't know what other squirrel Pokemon we have. Before I get into the starters, this is supposed to be pretty quick, by the way, breakdown, because I'm gonna go over some of Ball Guy stuff as well. So yeah, I don't know too much what this could be, but yeah, those are my ideas with it. It does feel like Unite coded. It doesn't feel like the starters, even though it is blue and red and green. This could have been another hint easily to Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. I just don't know why there would be basketball stuff going on. Horizons is objectively mid, pretty much. I agree. Radio form Rotom? Maybe. That does make a lot of sense. I mean, I don't know what else is Ghost Electric, you know? I should have put those two closer to the... yeah. I just wonder if that, like... Whenever I see a music thing, I'm like, is that like a music event? Because he also did post about, like, Pokemon Day Out and Night Out. I don't know. That's something. Chef Pachirisu? Ooh, I like that so much better. That's what we need. We need Chef Pachirisu. I forgot he is the squirrel. He's like one of the most squirrel. There's also electricity, like it could be that electricity, but I guess that electricity is not on the same thing. On the same line. Hey yo, someone I don't know, what's up? I don't think champions would have an alt costume because of favoritism. I don't know. That's a good idea because I think that they will. I think they will. Idea, good thought. Chef Zeraora Cope. Yeah, indeed. That would be amazing as well. I actually don't really like the chef vibe no matter what, so it doesn't matter what the squirrel is. Not that Zeraora is a squirrel, but it bugs me a bit no matter what. I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna change the music for the starter discussion. So let's just get through all this. Yeah, you guys are right about that being Rotom, because what else is electric and ghost? I feel like there's no other electric ghost. I just don't know what the speaker could be. And I guess this could be champions. Talking about champions. Like, imagine if these were like the first skins in champions. Like a new Rotom form even. Let's talk about this really quick. I think this is gonna be in Pokemon Day. I think that's why this is here. Pokemon Friends. Oh my god. Pokemon Day leak. Quite literally. I cannot believe that there would be a Pokemon Friends announcement. Can we even? What are they gonna say about this? Choose your starter. Everyone has picked a team at this point. I know Nuh-uh would have said he's Team Bull. This riddle is pretty interesting. I do think that it's more of a troll in a lot of ways, but So at first we didn't have them in the order of what they are here, but I mean, you could assume everyone's picking Bull. I think everyone will not pick Bull in the end. I think everyone will pick Plate. But Rip, nuh-uh. Yeah, he's gonna be so sad. I really like the graphics here. It's AI, but it's once you see them like without anything, and then you see this, you're like, let's go. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, so this is probably shaped like this. Whatever, the grass starter is probably shaped like this. The fire starter is probably shaped like this. So like the bowl is shorter. This one's taller, but they're both round. Then you have this, which is the water starter, obviously. Before we didn't really know for sure. And it's like about middle height of them both. Probably just the most basic one of them all. I mean, not basic, but you know, normal? How do I say it? Normal shaped height. I was afraid my throat was going to give me trouble today. So are you friends with Sneakio? I don't know who Sneakio is, so I think that's a no. Plate is a fire starter, which I usually go for, unfortunately, but I think grass type will be a good change. Yeah. I don't know what that question is, but we're here. The cup handle kind of looks like a monkey tail. It does look like a tail. It just looks like a tail that kind of curls up, doesn't it? Or like is twisted around. I kind of like that. However, Ball Guy kind of shot down the water monkey theory completely. So I don't think that this is a monkey anymore. Do I think that there's still not a bat, or that there couldn't be another monkey in this? Like maybe it's a fire monkey? That's still possible. Like this is like a very orangutan face shape. Just saying. Ball Guy's like specific what was it? Specific like debunk the starters thing was not pointed exactly at all three of them, but just specifically the monkey, in my opinion. So I think that that's something to take into account, but you could go as far to say that none of them would be. I don't know. Mike's saying there's probably won't be a bat starter because we have Blue Bat Cave. I wouldn't go that far because there's multiple bats. Like Zubat exists too. And then we got new Lunala. You know, they have other bats. Other than that, I mean, I'm going to come back to this a bit, but I do think this riddle is literally their shapes. That's what I think. Like, very vaguely their shapes. It just makes sense to me. Now this, as we see later, which I think is right here, yes. This was the first one posted. Yo, my girl is on fire. And then, isn't she the cutest? In another post, he did say that the fire type starter was very cute. So I think that this is like, I think that the fire starter could look like her. I think that this whole Rico and Hannah Montana thing is him and his fire starter. That's personally what I think. Matt Sandres, are you light in disguise? Hey, who knows? Welcome, Light, if you are here. So yeah, I do think that when you were thinking about riddles, like, and I covered Coup for so long, it's just like, what can I learn from this? What is this? It's a picture of Hannah Montana and she's a fire type. Well, I think that it probably means that the fire type might look a little bit like this. A little bit. And she's cute. So Hannah Montana could be considered cute. And then we get to this, right? It's a very similar situation. Hannah Montana is the fire type once more. And she's got long hair. And she's on fire. The fire is intense here. This is not a good AI. The AI stuff here is going crazy. Like, they turned Rico absolutely green. His skin is green. Matt's, I don't think you're actually light, by the way. I'm just messing around. So humanoid fire starter. I wouldn't go that far because these are all humans. Like, I don't think that he's saying that they're humanoid. You know? Especially the first stage starters, you cannot be like, oh yeah, it's a humanoid, unless it's like Charcadet. You know what I mean? I like where you're going with that, SCH Art Gold. Her hair could be long ears like some sheep. Yeah, could be ears. I mean, that's a ton of animals though. Like, the first thing that comes to mind is like one of those lop ear rabbits, you know? Or just a lot of hair in general is possible. I don't know. Sheep is a good one. Like goat is a good one. That's Norm from Fallout. I know, Mike. I know. Did you just figure that out now? I figured it out the second I saw it. I've never even watched Hannah Montana. And Rico, if you're in this stream right now, literally just make your next person Norm from Fallout. Is it Norm? Yeah. It's Rico, but he's the same actor, right? And he's all grown up and he's in Fallout. That's hilarious. It's literally what I thought. I'm like, he's going to turn into it. Especially because he's green now. He's just super mutant. It is pretty crazy. So yeah, I mean, here you can see like Rico, I guess in the show, he's like kind of a punk, as he should be. He's a little, her little brother, I think. Or like little friend, you know? So I could see like the grass starter being like a, kind of like a dweeb. I don't know if that's derogatory these days. I don't even know what it means, to be honest. A nerd, but also annoying, but also derpy and lame, right? That's what he said too. I guess I should have pulled that up. I don't think I got that one on this slide. The thing about Billy is that he deletes a lot of his tweets, so it's very hard to keep up. Like, I had to import all these. It took me a while to like make this whole little thing that we got going on right now. So yeah, for him, it makes sense. This is like another retelling of what he was saying the last time, which just off the top of my head, because I didn't save this slide, was derpy and lame, but it grows on you. Hers was a little sus. It's like very cute, but like people that don't like cute things, something like that, will be like not like it. It's the censored way of saying all that he said there. And then the water starter was slays and left no crumbs, which I love. And I don't know if it's just because I'm old, but when he said slays, I thought really cool too. Apparently that's what he meant. He meant something really cool. I don't know if we're just like around the same age, but slays to me is like, oh yeah, they killed it. So I think that's also what he's trying to portray here with this guy, which I don't even know his name, but he's supposed to be like a little cooler, you know, like he's still like kind of nice looking, but he's the older, cooler guy, right? Funniest character in Hannah Montana is the kid. I never watched it. Derpy, lame, but grows on you is what he said. Fire, he said cute and possibly fan favorite. Oh yeah, he did say possibly fan favorite, yeah. Water starter has a bad haircut and a Pop collar confirmed. Possibly. That's what I'm looking at when I'm seeing these, you know? But I think overall the general theme is what we're talking about. So like girly and cute. Possibly some long hair. Kind of lame and annoying and derpy. Right? That's what he said as well. Kind of cooler, but also nice. I think that's what this is telling us more than anything. I can't believe my throat is giving out on me right now, guys. I'm so sorry. Then we do have this. See, if Hannah is the fire starter, it's like, why would this have anything to do with the fire starter? You know? If anything, this should say Rico says that this guy is hot. But let's just think for a moment. He's dressed in red. It is reminiscent of Hannah Montana. And there's a fire thing, right? So this could be saying that the fire starter will look something like this as well. And the first thing you notice is that it has hair. Very much like Hannah Montana's hair. So we can pretty much assume, if this is related to the starters, that the fire starter is going to have some kind of hair going on. And probably that color. I mean, Hannah Montana's blonde, right? His hair is a shield, maybe fire steel. Maybe. I mean, also, let's just say we could connect this to Zamazenta, right? Because Zamazenta is shield version. I don't know. I mean, obviously the fire starter is going to be red. I just don't know if this is related to anything. You know, like, Nuh-uh also said that this might be like a total troll post and has nothing to do with it, anything, but I don't know. He hasn't done many of those, so this might not even be related at all. Mike said Soul. I said Mike. Are these Pokemon raps? I mean, with this music, maybe. I don't know. In the same vein, he also said this. But then, so Feather first scales, and there's like, you don't know what order this would be in at all, because on different occasions, he has placed this, which I didn't even get screenshots of it, but he's placed the starters in a different way, where it starts with fire, and then grass, and then water. But then on these ones, they're the normal, like, placement. So I don't think that we can take this seriously because of that, but also because of this. You guys would think my sneezes are hints. I wouldn't drop something like this about those three cuties that early. This is directly talking about the last hint that I was just talking about. So we can't really take it seriously. That's funny, FFS. Feather first scales. I wonder, how crazy would that be if that's actually the hint? Feather first scales. Was that what it said here? Yeah, I guess it did. Never mind. I was thinking like he would have been clever if he like swapped them up. That's funny. But so I brought this in. You can't really take all that into account, I would say, but I brought this in because this part is most interesting. Also, I haven't seen anyone guessing them. Any fan art has been right so far. I think this is a typo. I think that he's saying that none of the fan art he's seen has been right so far. So people that have made fan art up until this point, like there was none that actually got any of the starters right, possibly. Now, is that just one or the whole trio? You know, I don't know, but it's a very interesting little detail there. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got on the starters. I would say they're pretty big hints, to be honest. The fire starter we have the most on, I'd say, if we're counting that other one. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of up to us to decide what we think. Hannah Montana was called Hannah Panda in the show, if I recall correctly. Oh, that's good. SEH Cooking. Yeah, what's up, Uda? Plate Gang. Out of all of these, I will tell you guys, I am probably almost definitely Team Mug. My gosh, I'm going through it right now. I'm not gonna lie. Other people will be plate, and maybe I will be plate too. You really can't know until you see them. And then you really, really can't know until you get their final evolutions. Because whatever I pick on Pokemon Day is probably not what I'm going to stick with. I did like a comparison to like what I picked first compared to like what their final evolutions are. And it's almost completely different. It's almost completely different. So I'm going to bring that up actually. I'm not going to break down my tweets. But I wanted to pull up what I was just saying. Where is it? Here we go. See, so when I look at this, these are what I picked originally. I would have picked Bulbasaur. I would have picked Trico, Turtwig. Snivy I did pick in the end. But these ones are crazy. Like I would have never picked these, but I would have picked these if it was just based on their first stage. Then when you compare it to this is what I actually picked. Like the difference is crazy. There's like no fire starters that I end up picking because I guess I generally like the fire starters like in their first stages, but then I like the water starters final stages because I pick more of them. Anyway, I just thought that was a fun little idea. You should look through the fan arts on Rico's post. Ooh, that's a good idea. I just don't want to actually pull up his. I could. Yeah, let me see what I can do with that. That's a good idea though. There was something else. Oh, I was gonna go to Ball Guy. Let's see if you guys see. Oop. Ball Guy. Switching gears a little bit. Ball Guy had a few things. Like obviously this is even more so probably voice acting because he himself discredited that there was a water monkey, and I think that's why he discredited it, because of this. Because at first I was like, this is a water monkey, but yeah, I think this might be voice acting, even though this is a very weird way to do voice acting, to riddle it, I suppose. But here we are with this. I think this is a huge drop. This could be related to Fire Red and Leaf Green, but why wouldn't he use Charizard? I don't know. I guess it might be too on the nose. But to me, this is even more that these might be the colors of the games. I didn't think it before, but I'm starting to think it now. I don't know if there was too much else on Ball Guys, except for that. I just think that was like a revelation. Most of other Ball Guys' other stuff has to do with like the actual, well, this is huge, which I want to talk about. The actual stuff in the game, like this. Someone, I don't know, asked if this would be like in the game. And he's like, yeah, something like that with this involved. I showed yours for a second. But so we were just going through some of these. This is hilarious because Lumi totally nailed it. Like after Lumi posted this, he posted his hints to that. These three were not there until after Lumi had posted this, which is really funny. So again, he didn't say that these weren't some of the starters. He had said before this he hadn't seen them. Some fun ideas. The platypus is a fun one for sure. A lot of people have these same ideas, you know, kangaroo, like some kind of bat thing. This is hilarious. Ooh, I like these a lot. Oh, see, they went with the fur and the feathers thing. Very cool. Charizard. This one's funny. These ones were so good. Like, very cute. What's up, Ruby? I think that's just the color code for Gen 10. We basically got the same list if you move it to Sceptile and Torterra. Nice. Oh, interesting. These are like actual... Hey, Arson, there you are. I'm not too cool with being here for all this because I'm like on his page a lot. I mean, we're deep into this stream right now, so I think it's fine, but at the same time I'm like, let's not be on his page just to respect his wishes. I almost clicked this. That'd be fun. So yeah, I mean, pretty much. Let me go to hidden power quick. Dun, dun, dun. I might have to... Can I do a search here? Will it work? Yes. Nice. Slays. So this is what he said, essentially. Yeah. I guess we kind of went over this, though, didn't we? I kind of wanted to get his full take on it, which I should have put a screenshot in, but... I really want to figure him out as much as you guys do. Man. But, yeah, I think I'm going with water in the end. Not too long before 5. Yeah, I've been keeping track. Monitor lizard, I need that. That'd be super cool. I'm not gonna lie. Very cool. But yeah, I think almost time to post, so thank you guys. I do have it already planned out, so it's pretty good. But thank you. I thought you were going bowl, bro. I might. Here's the thing about bowl. It all depends on the final evolutions, my guy. So I can't know. I think I'm team mug for now. Other than that, like, have there been many other leaks? I mean, I guess Ku. I was gonna look up Ku to see if he had said anything else about the like in replies, because I know he didn't say anything else other than this. Nope, that's it. He didn't reply to anyone. He just literally dropped this and said goodbye and shook the world. The one with Eevee and Pikachu canceled. Yeah. I really don't know what to make of that whole thing, or I would have brought it up. But I think it could have had to do with the Super Bowl, or like maybe it's tied to some kind of music thing that's gonna happen on Pokemon Day. You know, maybe there's another DJ Pikachu set or something. I picked water the last few games, and only burned once by choosing water. Sobble, Oshawott, Quaxley, Totodile. I wouldn't mind picking fire or grass this time, but you might be burned. Someone said it was Jay-Z related. Maybe. This tweet I put in here because I agree with the sentiment. He was kind of sad that the Gen 10 beta images leaked, because a lot of people started, you know, talking about how bad it looked. This gives us hope that it will look much better than that, I would say. And And I don't even think that those screenshots looked that bad. I think that they looked pretty darn good for the time that they were being developed. So, yeah, this is a very hopeful thing here. I think on Pokemon Day, we could be very pleasantly surprised. I wouldn't go so far to be like, oh yeah, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, see, Uda says they look amazing. I kind of agree. They do look pretty good. So he goes, hey, Rico here. Hannah Montana just told me that. I can't see. That her most recent concert ticket and its VIP upgrades are underperforming sales-wise. We might never see her in concert ever again. Thanks to Fisher. But maybe that's for the best when you look at her latest concert. So repetitive. This is a crazy situation. I think I'm going to just keep going, but we're talking about Legends ZA and the Legends series. Yes. So the recent concert is Legends ZA and its VIP upgrade is the DLC. Underperforming sales wise. And we might never see it again. So I think, it was the other direction. My bad. He then just goes straight up and just starts saying things about all of it. I don't think you understand how high the sales target are and how far we are from them. ZA is so bloop, 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 below target. DLC even worse. The worst selling game versus target sales on the Switch. This is intense. Someone asked him about the number. He said, I can't disclose the number publicly, but Daddy's put a number so stupidly high with reduced budget, like doomed to fail. So, I mean, here's the gist of the whole thing. Basically, Legends ZA was fun for most of us, but it had some big flaws. But that doesn't really... I don't think that played so much of a part in... Maybe it did, but in its sales. The thing about its sales, right, is that Legends ZA came out in the best possible time frame for it. Like, maybe they could have released it in November, and that might have been a slightly better. But I think they wanted to give it more space between Gen 10's reveal and give it some time so that it could have DLC. It basically had the best amount of time and placement. It got Black Friday exposure. It got the holiday Christmas season exposure. Like, people should be buying all of that for gifts for Christmas. It also was paired alongside with the Switch 2. Look at this great game. It's for your Nintendo Switch 2. You can get this, and you can get, you know, a brand new console with a brand new kind of game that you can play on it. It had that. It had one other thing. Oh, it had the DLC. The DLC was announced before it even came out so that they could hype you up even more. Like, this game's gonna have even more. And you'll be able to have DLC. But then you compare that to Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus was delayed and pushed into January, the month that is, like, known that people don't care about Pokemon in general. On YouTube, nobody's watching YouTube videos in January about Pokemon. It's like a thing. You push it to the end of January. I don't know, maybe they should try January more often. But when you compare those two situations, not only Legends Arceus didn't have, you know, DLC either. to like hype it up. That DLC came out a month or so after it as well. So it's even more reason like, oh, buy the game so you can play that, and then you get to play the DLC as well. It had everything going for it. I'm just going to pause here really quick because Palkia, my pal, thank you so much for the super chat. Love it. I'm on Team Mug. Even if I end up disliking it, I can't keep using fire starters. Yeah, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. I am Team Mug as well. This is my official my official declaration stream. Thanks so much, for real. You did not have to give me money for that. But I like your choice, and you could keep using fire starters, but I don't think that. I think you're gonna swap, bro. If I'm being totally honest with you, Palkia, I think you're gonna swap, but we'll see. We'll see. You might just like fire starters, man. They might just be gearing those towards you. So back to this really quick, and then I'll read some of your responses here. But Uda, you gotta read this. This man, this leaker that we've talked about this whole time, is clearly someone working in the Pokemon company. They would not know this level of stuff. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about the Super Bowl ad. He knew everything about the Super Bowl ad. Everything about the DLC and before the DLC. So much about Pokemon Day already. Like, this isn't the thing about him, and like you talking about Ku. It's like, don't get me wrong, Ku's my boy, right? But Ku, as far as we know, hears things from people. This guy, I don't think he hears things from people. He like knows things from being there. That's what it seems like. Like, that is next level. And so this stuff, I would listen, guys. I would not be here saying all this with confidence if I didn't believe it, and I wouldn't lead you guys astray. Now, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I could mess up and be like, oh man, because some, like, even Ku towards the end there, I'll stick next to him because he's my boy, but there was some stuff that he was getting wrong, and I was like he's wrong. I'm still backing up stuff that he's saying that's wrong. So I can be wrong as well, but I genuinely think that this stuff is real. I trust the source, and I wouldn't share it if I didn't trust it. That I would just be like, this is fake. So with all that being said, I'm probably going to talk about all this tomorrow as well. But I just think that when you look at the situation that ZA had, and when you look at the situation Legends Arceus had, ZA underperformed. And he's saying it right now, too. He's saying exactly the same thing. Hidden Power Podcast is in here. Dusty, I know it's you. LOL, it's Dusty, by the way. I know. Dusty, this is the stuff I'm going to talk about tomorrow on the stream. So I'm like kind of doing a little bit of both. But so whatever you hear now, Dusty, we're going to repeat it, okay? People are like, Dusty, is that you? Anyway, where was I? It underperformed just ever so slightly. But here's the thing. Here's my own personal spin on the whole thing. I think that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company especially want the Legends series to be equal or touching, I don't know, the foot of the mainline Pokemon games. Like, they want Legends games to sell in the 20 millions. That's what they want. They want another 10 million sold. And they were hoping that putting Legends ZA in that perfect time slot was gonna like be like, oh yeah, they did it. It sold just like Scarlet and Violet. And people will be like, oh yeah, but it didn't have 2 versions. That ain't a thing, man. I don't think that that's a thing. I think it does affect it a little bit, but I don't think it affects it like to that extent, like maybe a million more. And 1 million in the grand scheme of 20 million isn't that much. I think that they genuinely put it there, and they genuinely were like, we're gonna make 20 million off Legends ZA. And that's what he's saying right here. He's like, their target was high. And no matter what it sold, even if it did sell better than Legends Arceus, which it didn't sell better than Legends Arceus, in the same period, I'm talking about the same time period, okay? The same time period that Legends Arceus was on sale, the same time Legends ZA was on sale, it undersold Legends Arceus, which, like I said, had a much harder go at it. Which is what he said here as well. They charge $70 for a game, and then hold on. He was talking about Sonic. Sega says Sonic Racing Cross World failed to meet sales expectations, which is hilarious because that's the same thing we're talking about, right? It's like they have an expected projected idea of what they want to sell. Whether it's good or not, I'm not saying that Legends ZA didn't sell a good amount. That's a crazy amount for any game. Metroid Prime sold a little over 1 million, and we're talking about 12 million. But it wasn't their expectation. That's the important thing. Now that Dusty is gone, I can post this. I don't even know what was going on in the chat. I had to get my thoughts out. He said, I'll bounce. Oh man, I thought this was my account. That's funny. Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow anyway. He's gonna want to say something, you know, just fair. We like to go back and forth. Personally, I think the Legend series are still great. It's a great avenue. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know why people need to say that they're selling better than third versions. It doesn't even matter, because what matters is their expectation right here. Meet sales expectations. And then he goes on to say, right, what kind of company would be stupid to do this, right? Definitely not Nintendo and the Pokemon company. To do this, which is set high expectations and put them in an impossible situation as well, because as he says here, they put it really high, and it was doomed to fail, essentially, because they were never going to get there. What's up, Rowlet? Ruffled. Thanks for being here, bro. Have a great stream, and nice to see you streaming. Of course, bro. We need to get together and start chatting too. I didn't see any trolls yet, unless you were talking about Dusty. I saw somebody say something in here. Anyway, I'm a troll. What do you mean? Yeah, you are. All that being said, thank you for being here, Ruffled. Thanks for saying hi. This is the important part, right? This is the important part. This is the crazy part. We might never see her in concert again. So what he's saying essentially is that they're reevaluating if Legends is like a realistic thing that they would want to do again. Ball Guy, like I said earlier, we saw his tweet. He said that Legends 3 is still in development as far as he knows, or like in production is what he said exactly. That makes me think that, okay, Ball Guy's just reassuring us that there is a Legends 3. It's still there. But this whole story makes me think that maybe they change Legends 3. Maybe they make Legends 3 something else that is basically Legends 3 but isn't. Or maybe they do Legends 3. And that's their final evaluation of the Legends series. Did it succeed in what we wanted? They want, in my opinion, the Legends series to be very close to the main core series games. They want two. They've been saying it since Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They're like, we want this to do well, and if it does do well, we'll continue to make them. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee sold as much as these games. It's not about the selling with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They were like, well, it was. That wasn't enough for them. They were like, this is not enough for us to continue with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. On top of that, it wasn't received well by the fans, so we're just going to stop that and try something else. They tried something else, Legends Arceus. I think they realized that the fans really liked Legends Arceus, and they were like, the next one, we're going to make so much money because people loved this one. Then Legends ZA comes out, and they just made so many bad decisions. Why did it fail? It's not because of, it is because of the contents of the game, but it's more about how they marketed it and how much it changed from Legends Arceus, in my opinion. Like, it has a lot to do with what's actually in the game, but just also, a lot of people didn't like Legends Arceus because of the action elements, and they went even harder in that direction and took away so much of the whimsy and magic of Legends Arceus and put it in one city, and nobody liked that idea. Nobody. I don't know how it went. I don't know how it got passed through when, like, people didn't like it. I think it failed because of the premise. Yeah, I do agree. It's just that people won't say that it failed. Like, saying it failed is something, I can't say that it failed. It just failed on their terms. Do you know what I mean? I think people didn't like it. The people that didn't like it was mostly because of the city and like just not having a positive vibe around it as well. Like, people played it and they were like, this isn't all that great. So I think that's what you're saying as well, but that's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that's the situation. I believe this stuff. And for me personally, I'm not upset about it. I said this on a tweet once. It's not that Legends dying is really bad. It just means it's the same situation as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They did it. They're like, we still want to make another series that's going to make us 20 million. And so that means that we're going to get a new series that hopefully tries to make us all want to buy it. That's a good thing. It just depends, like, what experimental stuff they're going to go into. Because for me, it's like Legends 3 had like this whole thing with AI and like auto battles, and I just watched the Legends Arceus like beta stuff. They were thinking about auto battles back then as well in Legends Arceus, and I'm so afraid that they're going to start doing auto battles and it's just going to be terrible. So I don't know if that's the way to go, man. I think that's really what they might be reevaluating. They're like, maybe this idea of like changing battles is not the way. I don't know. But they will make a new series. I have no doubt about that. It just depends what they do with it. Imagine making something that earns you 1 billion and thinking it fails. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. We need another Alola game. Yeah, absolutely. I do think that I just don't want it to affect the mainline games. That's the thing in the end with this. This is a bonus for me. I don't know for you guys, but these are bonus games. I don't have that much riding on these games. Legends ZA was what it was, but like, I'm happy that I got to like play some Pokemon and get some new Pokemon stuff. As long as I get Gen 10 and it's good. You know? How will we catch Pokemon underwater in Gen 10 because we are diving? I have no idea. I don't even know if that's really going to happen, though I do think it will, since this is a Souls Tell-All thing here. The best part about ZA was the characters, 100%. I think the story and plot was the worst part of ZA. It was pretty bad. True. But see, I'm more on the negative side of things. I think some people probably liked it. But yeah. No, I saw that you were back. I literally just talked about the starters like while you were gone. And then decided to talk about other things right when you came back. I don't know if you left again, but just wanted to shout you out. But yeah, guys. I think that's kind of it. Legends is kind of filler series. It is kind of filler series. Like, let's be honest. It's kind of filler series. What if they just remade old games in a full open world, but just map size being smaller? I mean, it's possible. Other than that, I can't. Oops. I can't forgive them for. Sorry, I lost your message. For killing AZ in Prism Tower. Oh, that is sad. Claudia! Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks so much. I'm sorry, I'm like at the end of the stream here, right? So I'm like, ugh, but thank you. That means so much to me. Could it be that they are just reevaluating more DLC for ZA or DLC for future DLC on Legends games? So no, the way that he was describing it to us, you know, like what we were seeing there, is that both of them didn't sell well. ZA didn't sell well, and neither did the DLC. I think the DLC, that's a whole nother conversation. Because it is also possible that they could be reevaluating DLC in general as a whole. But I do think that this is specifically about the Legends titles. The way that he worded it was very much like, we might never see Legends titles again. And I think that that's just not, it's not that bad. It's like, it could still be a Legends game without the Legends title. You know what I mean? But as for the DLC, that's a good point. And thank you so much again for the super chat. It means so much. As for the DLC, it's like, will they do something different with Gen 10? Because that DLC probably sold worse than any DLC ever. We don't know the numbers. I know I've heard from people that Scarlet and Violet's DLC did not do that well either. And I think it just has to do with like the content and, you know, the what is it, promotional cycle, like the marketing. It's something that did bad, but I think that they're rethinking some DLC stuff. It makes a lot of sense to me that they would do something to like try to make us buy them more. DLC will never sell as much as the base game though. Ava, I'd love third versions to return, honestly. Me too. Me freaking too. I love third versions. If we got like another Ultra Sun and Moon, I would be really happy. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like a DLC, but with like the contents of the whole game. To me, I really like playing through the whole game again. Yeah, it makes it a little worth it. But at the same time, like, I mean, let's just say that, you know, DLC has been pretty good to me too. Like, I don't have a problem with DLC. I just like third versions. Wasn't SV DLC like 25% of the players? That's not bad for a DLC. To be honest, James, I don't really know. Like, we don't know the numbers of the DLC sales. He just said that it sold pretty poorly, so. Third versions were even more unpopular than DLC, unfortunately. I do think that's true as well. So, it is unfortunate that they, I don't know what direction they would go in, but that's the thing is like they're trying to make money, so like they are going to try their hardest to get us something that we will want to buy. So it's not all bad, you know what I mean? It's not all bad. I gotta play some of this because if I don't, actually maybe I shouldn't, like, whatever, that's fine. I for one actually didn't mind this DLC. I quite liked it. If you want content, then why would you want third versions, bro? I know you're talking to Mike, but third versions give you more content because you play through the game again. Like, the beautiful thing about third versions to me is that I get to pick a whole second team and go through the game again in a different way, because they would always tweak the third versions a little bit. I mean, not always, but close to that. So for me, like, I do see much more value in third versions personally. It's just that the only thing about third versions is that if they can't, like, make more Pokemon forms, that's, like, unfortunate. You know, like, if we are given third versions but we don't get like 30 megas in that third version, that sucks. You know, like, I would rather just take the DLC and 30 megas. Because to me, like, you know, new Pokemon are what matter the most. Guys, I'm not leaving yet, but I'm gonna leave pretty soon here. What questions do you have for me right now while we're here? Anything that you want to ask me, just ask me right now, because I think I covered everything. Once I get into like one of these hyperspace things, I am not going to be able to answer any questions. If I do one of these, I just need to, because I really need to try to get to Rayquaza at some point here. So please let me know. Let's go on the bench quick. Mega Garchomp when? I forgot about Mega Garchomp. I would imagine Pokemon Day at this point. I'm pretty sure he posted under my... Yeah, exactly. He posted under my post about it, like, doing the side-eye. So I think it's coming. It actually made me feel like maybe it's never coming. But, no, I think it is. I think Pokemon Day makes the most sense. Oh, what is it? Is it a Simisage? Hey, at least it's a Pokemon that I haven't seen yet. Do you think I'll truly like Bull? To be honest, nuh-uh. I don't know you well enough. I want to know you well enough, but I don't actually know you well enough. I think, yes, you will like it. What water Pokemon would slay? What water Pokemon would slay? Let me look up water Pokemon really quick. See, to me, when he said slay, that was so interesting, because I really thought he meant cool originally. I don't know why people... I mean, I do know why people thought the other stuff, but slay has a few meanings, I suppose. I'm looking up water Pokemon, just a list of them, so I can just properly answer your question. I'm looking. See, instantly I think like Samurott would slay because he has a sword, right? He will slay. To be honest, there aren't many water... Well, the pure water types that, like, give a slay vibe. Let's go with... Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's go with either Hisuian Samurott or Kabutops. or Golisopod. Those slay to me. How to skip the next 2 weeks, bro? That is the realest question. I'm doing a pretty good job at skipping them right now. I feel like I've done nothing. Will Gen 10 be a total reboot or continue the model? Bro, that is a good question. I have no idea. I kind of hope they reboot. It's chaos. Oh, dang, I missed some other questions. I'm not going to be able to get to all of yours. If you really want me to know, just send a little super chat. How do we know this guy is reliable? I haven't seen any proof from him. Only trust me, bro. I respect you so, but disagree with this. So, here's the thing. I'm just going to call you Neth, I guess. Nethrids. I like to have a reputation of people, like, can trust me. And, like, just from word of mouth, just being like, you can trust him because I trust him. But I could understand how you wouldn't just want to go off of that as well. And like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not like, I don't know everything. But I do genuinely trust him. But the thing is, there is proof. It's just that he deleted so much of it. There's proof in certain Discord servers. If you ever want to get in there, there's some proof there. But basically, he 100% leaked all of the DLC trailers. He just recently leaked everything about the Super Bowl commercial before the Super Bowl commercial ever happened. Or was leaked or anything. And the Super Bowl commercial is no small thing. It cost more than Pokemon itself. Like, it cost more than the games to make that commercial. It was no like, oh yeah, we can just talk about this. It had to. It's crazy that it even leaked, because I mean, there's probably a lot of people on it, but there is proof out there if you go looking. Do you think a Pokemon MMO could be the answer after Legends series? Yes. I think that's the direction they're going, even without the Legends series. But I do think that you're onto something there. I think you're onto something there. Because we know about Seed, and we know about there being an MMO idea. I would imagine that Seed was scrapped. But then, if they're thinking about scrapping future Legends games, they're probably like, let's bring Seed back. Let's bring an MMO back. Just saying. I don't think I'm going to do one of these right now because I got to go soon. And I want to answer your questions. Can I fly here? Yes. What are the odds we get a Fire Red, Leaf Green Special Edition Switch 2 like we got special editions? Oh crap. Gotta go! Is this the one? No, that's not the one. I don't know if we'll get a Fire Red Leaf Green special. But what are the chances are what you asked me, and I do think that the chance for that kind of stuff is high. Because we're in the 30th anniversary, like, we could totally be getting special stuff like that. Hey. Dang it, where is this thing? This is not what I wanted to do right now. Do you think the bowl, plate, and cup are for the starter's base form silhouettes? I do think that's a good way to put it. I wouldn't say they're full silhouettes, but I do think they are related to that kind of stuff. Like I said, there we go, there it is. I agree a lot of the ZA sales talks. Oh, I gotta use this actual one. I mean, I guess I could use that, but I don't think I need this for that. Hold on one second, I'm gonna read everything. I just wanted to get different music because that one was annoying me. Cool. All right. see my face really close up. I agree that a lot of the ZA sales talk stinks of trust me, bro, when you can easily do the math on how much GF made in 4 months. Yeah, I explained, bro. I explained. If you want, you can go back and read it. And we'll talk about it again tomorrow on the podcast if you want to check in there. Day 1 team play. Nice. What happened to that Pokemon Rodeo game? No one talks about it anymore. It was cut. I hope it comes back. I'm seeing like deer and reindeer stuff going on, which is fun. He did say that Slay meant cool. Yeah, I think so. Oh crap. I just jumped down to the bottom, which is fine. Soul. Well, ZA. When ZA sold well. Oh, this is that. You're right. I do gotta get a mod in here to get that stuff going. Don't be like that, Vistro. It's okay. I'm gonna end the stream soon anyway. How do I do that? Hold on, wait. I can do it myself. Put this user in a timeout. Goodbye. Sorry, I was reading things. Oh, see ya, Uda. Bro, if their surprise is just fire red leaf green ports, be pretty bad. That's funny. There you guys go. Hold on, let me just see something really quick. Icy Boy is now a bond. Just in case. I'll make some of you guys mods too if that keeps on happening. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Leaks are crazy. The whole leak situation is crazy as well. You think champions will shadow drop on Pokemon Day? I do not. I said on the podcast too, I really just don't think, especially we haven't seen any leaks from it as well. I don't think they're keeping that hush hush. I think something's going on. I'm not saying it won't come out. I'm just saying I do not think that it will be shadow dropped on that day. Now it could. I'm not stopping totally yet. I'm going to soon, but I don't see a world where Pokopia does better than ZA. It's too niche of a game type. I don't know. Maybe Bones. I could see it. It's possible. I was being really cheeky with that tweet. I don't know if it can actually beat that number because that's a good number. But Animal Crossing life sim games you're underrating them, I think. Like, they are very popular. I hope there's no more leaks before Pokemon Day. To be honest, we're so close. James. Same, bro. That's what I was going to start talking about, was like the leak situation. You see this thing happen where, like, so Ku posts something, because Ku just got information now, apparently. He posts something, and then that triggers other people to post things. You know, it's like, oh, I got to get my stuff out now, too. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just a chain reaction that happens. That leaves us with nothing just for a surprise on Pokemon Day. I've talked about it multiple times about, you know, how that all works out. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of spoiling the 30th anniversary presents. I'm sorry if I didn't meet all your expectations today with saying that Soul tells all. This is me telling all. I'm just breaking down what we know. But yeah, that's where my stance is with all that. Where is... I'll do that too. I want to be excited or be hyped for Pokemon Day. Yeah, exactly. I might just leave the internet for this final week in case. I mean, it's a good plan. How dare you spoil everyone? I tried Try not to. I try not to. Yeah, see, Vex is even saying that life sims are not niche. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I do like leaks. I really do. But for trailers, it's another thing. Because trailers are meant to hype us up. You're going to see the trailer. It's not that far from now that you're going to see it. It's like, you know, it's really not that far. You can just maybe wait like a few 18, what is it? We're at 15 days today. 15 days. It's like nothing. But it's like so long. But then it's like, why would you want to know 15 days ahead of time when you're gonna know 15 days from now? Like, you can just wait that little bit of time. Now, maybe you can't. It's up to you. Like, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying you got to live the way I think, you know. I'm just putting it out there. Well, at least the animals aren't spoiled yet. Yeah, not yet. Depending on who you watch, Jorah. Neth ban incoming. More interesting things on the horizons besides this all anyway. Things years away. Ball guy, indeed. These 15 days just feel longer than all of the 2024 wait. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty close to that. And Sora's not wrong. Soon someone will leak it. I foretell it. To me, that's the thing, is like, I've been talking to people and I feel like we've been naive about a lot of it, like thinking that things won't get out, but things leak all the time. Like, unfortunately, it's just how they go. I'll do this. What the heck? We're just giving out mods to people. I can always change it. But yeah, I agree. And I think this has been a good stream. It's been a little all over the place, but you guys have been great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the good questions and good conversations. I'm sorry that I have been getting over like the flu, so my whole like situation in my face hurts. Tomorrow we'll be streaming on Hidden Power, talking about probably these same things. And sorry, I want to do this too because I really trust this person. But yeah, we'll be talking about these same things, and in detail, we'll probably be debating because I know Dusty probably has the opposite opinion as me. And who knows where Lumi falls. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everyone who super chatted and just came out to support. Please tell your friends. Please leave a like on the stream. I might turn this into a video. I don't know if I really can, but go back and watch it if you missed anything or you want to go over something that I said or not said. Yeah, you guys are all amazing people. I will be giving more mods away in the future. I might take some of yours away though too that I gave to right now. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just having a good time. Tell your friends to subscribe. I need more subscribers, please. Anyway, I got to go. I do lots of just streaming this game and other games. I'm going to be streaming Pokopia. I'm going to hopefully be streaming Home sometime here. I've been trying to, but sickness got me. Mod giveaways. Yeah. I mean, I kind of don't want to end right now, but it is what it is. My nose is like full, stuffed up. I need to blow my nose. But anyway, you guys have been great.